Welcome to Molly's Playground, a pole dancer's perspective on mindset, identity, and taking up space. This is a podcast for the people who are done shrinking themselves. Here we break free from expectations, perfectionism, fear, and all of the things that keeps us small. True movement, honest conversations, rebellious reflections, and the world of pole dance. We explore what it really means to stand strong in yourself, trust your own voice, and take up space unapologetically. So fuck the norm, fuck who you're supposed to be, and fuck the idea that you need permission to exist fully. I'm your host, certified life coach, international pole dance educator, and professional oversharer, Molly Pretzel. Let's fucking go. Hi, my love. This is going to be a shorter episode, but I do still believe it will be quite impactful to you. I had the most wonderful 5 days with my boyfriend family. I loved them so much. We laughed, we ate too much food, we spent time together, and it was everything a holiday should be like. But what surprised me wasn't how much I enjoyed being there. It was actually how excited I was to come home. Not because anything was wrong, not because I wanted to escape, but because I really couldn't wait to get back to my own life. And if you had met me a few years ago, that would have sounded impossible, because for most of my adult life, I was waiting for life to finally start feeling good. Back in 2020, I was convinced my unhappiness came from not having the right job. So I got a job. I was still unhappy. In 2021, same story, different circumstances, same feeling. I kept believing the next thing would fix it. The next opportunity, the next achievement, the next relationship, the next version of me. And I remembered feeling almost offended by it, like life was somehow unfair. Why did it seem like everyone else had figured it out? Why was I always waiting for the weekend? Why did my everyday feel like something I had to survive? Then something really uncomfortable happened. I started looking at moments where, according to my own logic, I should have been happy. When I won a world championship, when I made good money, when I was leading teams, when my social media was growing, when people were telling me I was successful. And the same pattern was there. The circumstances changed, the feelings didn't. That's when I had to ask myself a difficult question. What if the problem isn't my circumstances? What if it's me? Not because I was broken, not because something was wrong with me, but because I was handing responsibility for my happiness to everyone and everything else. I think many of us grow up believing that other people can create our feelings. If people approve us, we feel good. If people reject us, we feel bad. If life goes our way, we are happy. If it doesn't, we are unhappy. But that's not actually what happens. What happens is something happens. We have thoughts about it. That thought creates a feeling. That feeling influences our actions. And our actions create our results. Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your results. That's the chain. Let's say someone tells me, I hate your green hair. I don't have green hair. I would probably laugh. I have pink hair. It's such a strange statement that it doesn't even land. Now imagine someone saying, I hate your pink hair. Suddenly I react. Why? Not because the sentence is objectively worse, because now I make it mean something. Maybe I make it mean my hair is ugly. I am ugly. I don't fit in. People don't like me. I should change. Or maybe I make it mean they're jealous, they have different taste, they are having a bad day. The statement is the same, the meaning changes. And that's where the emotional experience is created. The only factual thing in that entire situation is I have hair, it has a color. Everything else is an interpretation. Everything else is a thought. And that can feel incredibly frustrating when you first hear it. Because suddenly it sounds like, so, this is my fault? No, that's not what I'm saying, honey. I'm saying this is your power. Because If your experience is created by your thinking, then you're no longer trapped by circumstances. You're no longer waiting for the perfect partner, the perfect job, the perfect boss, the perfect body, or the perfect timing before you allow yourself to feel okay. The moment I understood this, my life changed. Not overnight, but fundamentally, because I stopped asking what needs to happen for me to be happy, and I started asking, what am I making this mean? That question changed everything. People are going to say things about you. People are going to say terrible things about you. People are going to misunderstand you, judge you, love you, reject you. That's part of being human. The important part isn't what they say. It's what you decide it to mean. Don't let life happen to you. Don't hand your power away. Because the truth is, you don't experience life. You experience your thoughts about life. And if you don't believe you can change your thoughts, well, that's a thought too. Love, thank you for hanging out with me on Molly's Playground. If this episode spoke to you, share it on your social media and come say hi over at Instagram on Molly Pretzel. And who knows, maybe one day we'll take up space together in real life too. Until then, take your space, trust your voice, and keep playing. See you on the playground next week.